coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Hey, I appreciate the support. What's up? Let's go. Let's get it, man. We up in here. TBP Nation, stand up. Man, let's get to this meet and greet. Y'all be talking so much stuff in the morning mud and in the late night chat. Chat TBP. Man, I got to see some of y'all in real life, man. Real life. So let's get this meet and greet. And hopefully y'all show up. Man, go out there, man. Get out on the street, man. Pass the word, man. Call a friend. Tell them to, you know what I'm saying, subscribe. It's free. Free with Luther Johnson. What we talking about? Let's get it, man. Big love to all my subscribers, man. Big love to all my members. I appreciate y'all, man. We doing the best we can, man. Trying to push this message, man. Push this P. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, man. Listen, I was thinking this morning, man, about the store box, man. The store box game is vicious, aloysius, you know? If you know, you know. All right, I go back to when I first opened up a store box, right? This is what made me open up a store box. First of all, I ain't gonna lie. When I first went to prison, man, I was green as a pool table, 4 Times Square. I used to go borrow from store box because, you know, I would go get the food. I had money. People were sending me money. My family was sending me money. I got money on the books. Woo woo. So I would go get the food, but I would eat it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't trying to eat in the kitchen. So I would eat up all my food and I run out of food before we had to go to the store again. So I go to the store box, get food. But you gotta think, when I'm going to the store box, I'm getting the food, but I'm paying double for the food. So it's like it's 2 stores. If you really break it down, it's like you going to the store 2 times because you paying double the price of what you getting. But I wasn't tripping because, like I say, at the time I didn't have no money problems. Everything was good. But I remember an old head that I was cool with. He pulled me to the side. He said, young blood, let me holler at you, man. I said, what's up? He said, man, why you keep going to these store boxes and stuff, man, when I see you going to the store? I said, oh yeah, because I be running out of stuff and stuff like that. He said, man, well, first of all, you got to learn how to manage your money better. Second of all, if you got money like that, won't you just open up your own store box and make people come to you and get your stuff? That way you ain't got to spend as much money. And I was like, huh? And that had never even crossed my mind. But once he said it, it stayed in my mind, right? So I remember the time had came when I was shaking and baking, you know what I'm saying? I was doing something and I was just loaning people stuff, but not like, you know, or commissary, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I would loan people this, loan them that, you know what I'm saying? But I really wasn't looking at it like a store box. If I had some and I give it to somebody and I told them to give it back to me, woo, woo, woo. And it really was a store box. But when I loaned it to them, I was like, well, you know, they say you got to pay this and that for that. So I was loaning stuff to just like white guys, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I had loaned the dude I gave him something, and he had to give me back some cash, and he didn't come back with the cash. So I remember my homeboy Boo say, double it up on him. Tell him he got to give you more. So he had owed me like $50. So then I told him, man, now you ain't had when you supposed to have, man. Give me 100. So he was like, huh? I said, yeah, you got to give me 100, dog, because you told me you was gonna have it this and you ain't have it. He said his mom was gonna bring him something up, right? So the next time came, he didn't have it. And then I was ready to smash him. I was going to go ahead and pound him out. You know what I'm saying? Beat him. You know, and Boo was like, man, look, the dude going to pay. He got it. He a white boy. He scared. He going to give you the money. So he said, man, just tell him, man, that he owe you double. Then that's that. If he don't have it this time, tell him you going to crush him. So I'm like, boom, all right. So I'm going on Boo advice. So I tell him that. So when he go over to the visiting room and he come back, he said, look, Bank. I'm waiting for him in the stairway. I said, look, what's up, man? You got my money? He was like, no, look, but what I got I think he owed me like $100, $200, or something like that. He said, man, I got an ounce of weed. I'm like, I don't want no weed, man. What's wrong with you? I don't want no reefers. I don't smoke. So I don't want no reefers, man. What's wrong with you? Is you tripping? He was like, no, man, you could be able to make more money off of this, da. So his mama had bought him some reefer up instead of bringing him some money. She's supposed to bring some cash money. So I take and go and holler at Boo, and I'm telling him, take that, go over there, sell that, and bring me my money back. That's what you do. You better get that money. You don't have that money by the time we come out for lunch, I'm going to beat your brakes off you. So I tell Boo, and Boo was like, what? He got an ounce of weed. Man, you better take that weed. I said, man, what I'm going to do with some weed? He said, man, you can sell the weed, man. You going to make a lot of money off the weed. I'm going to show you how to break it down. Boo. I'm like, man, he said, bro, you going to make way more than $200 off some weed, dog. An ounce of weed? So I don't know this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been in the drug game. I don't know this. So I said, man, he said, man, I promise you. So I catch him, at counter time. I said, look, did you sell the weed? He said, no, just give me. I said, look, just give me the weed. Give me the weed, man. Don't play with me no more. Woo, give my little spill, whatever, and get the weed. I take the weed. I go back to the cell. I go up there to Boo in the cell with Harvey. I go up there with Boo and Harvey. I said, look, I got the weed, man. He said, you got the weed? I said, yeah. He said, all right, I'm coming in there in a minute. I'm coming. So him and Harvey come down to my cell. We get in the cell. We close the door. We put the cut up. He said, where the weed? I break the weed out. See the weed, man. They break the weed open, bust it up, spread out some newspaper, put all the weed over newspaper. I'm looking at all this weed, right? So he said, oh, man, you done came up, y'all. You just don't know. You done came up. I'm like, man, show me how I'm going to get big. He said, man, this stuff going to sell itself. So they light it up. They both roll little weed, and they smoking it. Talking about, let me see what it's like first. Let me see what's hitting folks. So they hit the weed. They hitting the weed. I'm up in this joint. I'm choking. Man, come on, man. But they said, oh, the weed good, man. You good, man. Boom, boom, boom. So I break him off some, break Harvey off some. We bag up all this weed, man. I get like $500-$600. So I'm like triple what I supposed to get. So when I'm giving out the weed, though, I'm giving dudes commissary lists. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me 20 of them, give me 20 of these, give me 30 of these, give me 10 of these, give me 3 cases of sodas, give me 2 cases of sodas. So now, come store day, and everybody go get all of this stuff, because they got to get it. If they don't get it, they get it. You know what I'm saying? So I got all this commissary in there, and then that's when I said in my mind, I'm going to go ahead and do a store box. So I started, let people know I got a store box. Now, the thing was, everybody had a store. It was two dudes in there that had a store box. But everybody who had a store box is doing, 2 for 1. 100% interest. I give you a soda, you bring me 2 back. I give you 4, you bring me 8. Give you, 6, you bring me 12. So I'm like, man, it's already store box in. So what I did, they had a 2 for 3, but the 2 for 3 is like the poor man store box. Like I give you 2 sodas, you bring me 3 back. You're not paying 100%. You paying like 50 cents, whatever percentage that is. That's what you paying. You know what I'm saying? 3 for 5 instead of 3 for 6. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I was doing my store box with that percentage just to get started. So when I started doing that, you had the couple of other store boxes in there that was already been booming and been booming since I've been in there before I had a store box. Towns had one, right? Block Square had one. Old man Pop Johnson had one, right? So they already been in here and been, everybody know you can go to either one of them. I done been to them. And that's who you can get your stuff from, because they always going to have something. So now when I started doing 2 for 3, opening up my store box and letting dudes, man, I got a store box, man. If you ain't trying to get, I got woo. I'm not thinking in my mind like street on the block, I'm undercutting somebody, or I'm, interfering with somebody else's business. I'm just trying to do my business. So Towns, he really not gonna say nothing to me because me and Chuck cool, and he's scared the devil Chuck. He's scared the devil Chuck. Me and Block Square, all right, and that's Chuck partner. Pop Johnson, he had a whole nother outlook. He like, man, Because less and less people is going to the store by side coming to me because they ain't saving a lot of money, but they saving some money. When you in penitentiary, man, all you can save is that's a plus. So my business started booming off the top. You know what I'm saying? 2 for 3. I mean, I got the cheapest prices. You know what I'm saying? So Pop Johnson, he mad as I don't know what. He like, man, you running a store, man. You little young, you just got. He whispering and woo, but it started getting back to me, or it started getting back to Chuck and other dudes, and they was telling me, man, you know, old man, you got a little store, man, cause say you know, you undercutting, man. You doing 2 for 3, and don't nobody be doing those 2 for 3s over here. So, boom. I'm like, well, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it, like I said, I already had a little piece of money. So just to make a little extra and don't have to buy stuff, it was cool with me. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. And I won't being greedy, but I'm like, boom, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm writing it down. I'm keeping a list. I'm doing all this and all that because I'm just starting. I ain't, you know, eventually later on down the line, I had to keep it all in my head because, man, I had monumental problems with this store bought stuff. And I ended up doing it for like 90% of my bit. I ran the store box. You know what I'm saying? So I remember then the dude, old Pop Johnson, every time he see me now, which he used to speak when I walk by him or whatever, oh, what's up, young blood, woo, woo. Now, when I got a store box, he just walked by me, he gritting and what's up, Bobby? Keep on walking, right? So I noticed that all the time, so I stopped speaking. I'm like, okay, he got a problem. But I started hearing that he, you know what I'm saying, he ain't like it because it was cutting into his money. Because now, and many people won't come to him. Because if you ain't got but 3 people to go to, it's like 85 people in the park. If you ain't got but 3 people to go to, then that's who you gonna frequent. And then some dudes got regular customers that come to them on a regular basis. But now, if they could get their stuff a little cheaper, instead of me going to get 2 bags of coffee and gotta pay 4 back, I go get 2 bags of coffee. I ain't gotta pay but 3 back. They gonna come to me. So, man, he was mad, man. He hot as fish grease, man. So he keep walking by me, looking all funny, this, that, and the third. And then I'm hearing all these little whispers, but I don't say nothing. But mind you now, I'm young. I'm young, man. I'm like 21, 22 years old. I ain't playing no games. I'm nervous, pervers. You know what I'm saying? All I heard about these old cats, they stab jokers. I'm not getting stabbed. I'm telling you that right now. Whatever I got to do, I'm not getting stabbed. You know what I'm saying? That's the main focus in my mind. So I remember one day I got up, I was going down there. I think I was getting some hot water. I was going to make some oatmeal. At the time, I don't even think I was drinking coffee. I was going to make some oatmeal. So I'm down there and I'm waiting, you know what I'm saying, to use the hot pot or whatever. And he's standing down there. He trying to make some coffee, right? So he keep looking at me and I'm looking at him. He keep looking, then he'll turn his head. I said, man, what's up, Pop, man? What's going on? He said, man, you come up in here, man. You trying to open up a stove box, man. You trying to undercut people, man. I didn't even know what undercut meant. That's how I grinned. I said, what you talking about? He said, you see people got stove box in here, and everybody runs stove box. Stove boxes is 1 for 2. You know what I'm saying? Then you up here trying to 2 for 3. What you trying to cut the stove box out? You trying to cut this way? This is how they talking to picture. He said, you trying to cut my nuts? What you trying to cut my nuts? I said, man, what is you talking about, man? I said, I got a stove box. I'm trying to save money on commissary like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I got a stove. I do 2 for 3. Ain't no 2 for 3. Ain't no 2 for 3. You trying to cut my nuts. You know what I'm saying? You got to cut my nuts, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to take that to another part or somewhere, man. Don't come over here trying to cut my nuts. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, you tripping, dog. I don't even know what you talking about for real. I don't even understand what you talking about. Oh, you understand? You understand? If you don't understand, you better ask somebody. I said, man, all right, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? And I go ahead and do my thing, but I'm agitated, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this old. I'm looking at him like, man, he about 56, 57 years old or somewhere up in there. And he out of shape. You know what I'm saying? But I heard he, you know what I'm saying? Or he had, you know, but I'm looking at him like, man, what you gonna do to me? And how you gonna tell me what to do? You don't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling. So he was like, yeah. So after that, he just, I guess since he confronted me or called himself confronting me, Now he just speaking openly about it. He little young jokes come up here trying to run stove boxes up, trying to cut somebody nuts. You know what I'm saying? And this was the old days, the old school, man. This stuff be handled different, man. You know what I'm saying? This stuff be handled different. They don't have no whole lot of stove boxes in the block. Stove boxes already established. You don't come in here trying to open up no stove block. You don't go out on the block on the street. When you out on the street trying to go up on somebody's block trying to sell some dope. Yeah, he just going crazy about this stuff, man, about me doing my own thing. And that was weird to me. So now I'm getting agitated. I'm like, man, what is this old fool talking about? So I'm telling Chuck, I said, man, what's up? He said, man, he just mad, man. You know, he old. You know what I'm saying? He one of them. He been in penitentiary, man, about 20-something years, man. He's stuck in his way. Don't pay him no mind. I'm like, man, he talking crazy, but he out in the pod. He just talking about me, like, what, you know what I'm saying? So he like, man, don't pay that no mind. But it was bothering me. It was irritating me. And then every time he walking by me, he getting me the up and down, like. I'm like, man, if you don't sit your you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to ignore it, but it's going crazy. So then a dude come and get some coffee from me. And when he get the coffee, he was like, man, just put it in the bag, man. Let me just put it in the bag for myself. Well, you could just take it. I'm trying to give him 2 bags of coffee. He like, put it in something, man, wrap it up or something. I said, for what? He said, man, I ain't trying to let Pop Johnson. I used to go to him, but now I be coming to you. You give me bad prices, but he be, you know, I be getting caught from him. And so now he got an attitude with me because I been coming to you. I'm like, what? So he trying to duck Pop because he don't want Pop to know he buying from me. So I'm like, man, this joker tripping. So I see him down in the pod. He's sitting down at the table. He drinking coffee. So I come down there. I sit down, but I don't sit with him. I'm sitting at the table next to him. So he looking over there at me. He's gritting. So I just get up and walk over there. I said, man, what's up, man? What's going on, Pops, man? I ain't trying to do nothing to you, man, or nothing like that. He said, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. What you mean you ain't gonna trying to do nothing to me? I said, man, I'm not trying to disturb what you got going on, man, but you can't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? I came here by myself, man. I'm doing my own thing. I ain't trying to bother you. Tell nobody got a stove box, bro. I'm still trying to run a stove box, but I got 2 L notes. I'm trying to do my time. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get me some income too. He said, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You can take that to another block. What you gonna come in here for if you already see we got some established? You know what I'm saying? I live off of that. And you cutting into mine. You trying to cut my nuts. I said, man, you keep on talking cut your nuts. I don't even know what you talking about that. Man, I don't even want to talk about no more, man. You need to get up out the block. I said, man, I ain't going nowhere, man. Who you think you talking to, man? He said, I'm talking to you. I say, man, you better, hey, Pops, hey, I respect you ain't got to respect me. And he go to get up. I said, man, in my mind, I'm saying, man, I'll smack you to the ground, dog. You know, and I was gonna smack him to the ground. And Boo come out there, Boo said, hey, young blood. I said, man, I don't know what he talking about. So he stand up, then Chuck heard, so Chuck come out there. So Chuck like, come on, young. So he go holler at Pops and everything. And Pops started talking crazy, talking about, man, he don't even know who he is. He don't know who I am. You better tell him who I am, man. Man, I ain't just getting pictures. I ain't last this long for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, I wish somebody would put their hands on me. I cut their throat. And I'm like, man, this joker, you gonna cut whose throat? Now you scared me. Yeah. I'm young, you scared me. You talking about cutting the throat? Man, I'm like, okay, how? But in my mind, I'm like, how? How you gonna cut my throat? How you gonna get close to me to cut my throat? You overweight, you old, you out of shape. How you gonna cut my throat? You know what I'm saying? But the threat is real. You know what I'm saying? So I come out and I say, hey, if you think you gonna do something to me, you can try to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? So Chuck said, go ahead, man, I got this, I'm like, man, hey, you got me, hey, bro, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. You or nobody you know or none of that. Cause I'm ready to snap now. I'm getting ready to start seeing, red, cause you talking about cutting my throat. Man, you tripping. So, man, it was a big old thing. He mad, he running, man, he huffing and he puffing. Then I'm so paranoid even at this time. When I see him talking to people and talking to other young, I'm thinking he plotting on me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really want to put my hands on no old guy like that, at the time. And to me, that's old. He 50, almost 60 years old. I'm 20. I'm in early 20s. You know what I'm saying? But I was oh hey, I was this close to beating Pop's face in, you know what I'm saying? Talk about cutting my throat because I opened up a stove box. Man, you tripping. So that joint blew me. That was the first real issue I had with the stove box. Everybody was paying me. Won't nobody playing with my money. Young dudes was coming to me. Even older dudes was coming to me because I had a better price. But looking back on it, I could see where he was coming from. I saw, you know what I'm saying? I see it, but at that time I couldn't see it, but I could see, you know, I'm stopping their flow of money. This is how these dudes do time. This is how they eat. This is what they've been doing. They've been in these blocks for years. They've been established. This is where you go when you need something. Now you got somebody coming on the scene and he giving them a better price. So obviously anybody gonna go to a better price. And then I'm a young guy, just like the young dudes in there. So I'm actually in the way. Like I told you, only reason I had no problem with Block Square was because Block was cool with Chuck. Only reason I had no problem with Towns because Towns was scared of Chuck. You see what I'm saying? So only person that had issue was Pop. And Pop was like, man, get up out of here with that. You can take that over there somewhere. Go to another block. You don't come up here starting no store box. And then at the same time, in my mind, I'm like, but how you gonna tell me what to do? I don't even know you like that. You don't tell me what to do. You're not my pops. You're not my daddy. Your name pops, but you not my pops. So it was crazy, man. He never ever liked me after that. Never liked me. Never spoke to me again. Never said, I don't know what Chuck said to him. Chuck said something to him and he just left it alone, but he never spoke to me again. Never nodded, never acknowledged me. If I ever looked at him and seen him, like, look at here, just turned his head, but he always had a scowl on his face, like, little young sucker, come. And it was crazy to me. I'm like, man, this penitentiary stuff is insane. You can't even do what you're trying to do because what you're trying to do is interfering with what somebody else is already doing. And they feel like you trying to take food off their plate. And that won't even the case. I was just trying to put some food on my plate and stop spending all this money. Cause I was spending money like a fool. You know, and that money was gonna run out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to commissary every time I could go. I'm going to get the max. I'm eating out the cell. I'm not going over there to the chow hall. So I need food. I got to eat every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm buying and buying. Then I'm running out and I'm going to store buys. And then I'm saying, well, boom, once old head put that in my head, like, why wouldn't I, open up my own store buys? Why? That make more sense. But I won't even thinking on that level at the time. But once it was, put in my thought process, I started thinking about it. Once I hit the lick with the reefers, it was like, okay, this is a good time right here. I ain't even got to use my money to start a store box. Just give these dudes a list of what I want, and I got it all. Now I got a whole rack of stuff in here. I got racks of this, racks of that, racks of this. So I had the means to run a store box. Why wouldn't I start? And once I started that, man, I ended up running a store box, man, probably like 20-something years, probably 26, 27 years at least. Definitely over 25 years. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was crazy, man. When I first opened the store box, man, old head told me, take it out the pod, man, or he'll cut my throat. Cut my throat. He probably the only people. So shout out to you, Pop Johnson, because you probably one of the only dudes that threatened me and got away, and I ain't get you, cause I was gonna get you now. I was gonna get you. Even though you was old, I was gonna get you, cause I be taking threats serious. And then the more I did time, the more serious I took threats. I'm telling you, I take all threats serious, foreign and domestic. I may not believe nothing you say at all, cause I know you a super liar. I know you a super snatcher. You a weller. I don't believe nothing. If you say, blah, 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 I don't believe you, though. Yeah, I did this, I did. I don't believe you. I used to have this, I don't believe. Hey, I key. You do what? I believe you. That's just how my mind works. You know what I'm saying? I believe that when somebody say they're going to do something to me. Because the first time you don't believe somebody say they're going to do something to you in prison, guess what happens? It get done to you. So I ain't, you know, he got away with that though. Told me he was gonna cut my throat. He definitely he definitely told me he cut my throat down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. But he was old, you know what I'm saying? Now, he probably would have cut my throat if I'd have let him. I'd have been one of them suckers that be down there playing cards and not paying attention or whatever. He old, he been in the penitentiary forever. Don't look like he getting out. I don't know people's sentence. I don't know what he had that time, but didn't look like he was satisfied and, you know, in his zone. He probably would have came up behind me, cut my throat or something on some PI type stuff. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have been paying attention, but yeah, man. Pop Johnson said, man, you ran up the but you take that over there, man, somewhere, man. It was crazy, man. But you know, got through it. Those is just learning experience, man. But it's just like anything else in life, man. You gotta do what you want to do. You can't let nobody dictate what you do. If you let somebody dictate what you do, you ain't even living your life. You living somebody else's life, and you living scary. You know what I'm saying? Now I be paranoid, but I ain't scary. You know what I'm saying? I get paranoid. I get scared. Somebody gonna get, yeah, you know what rhyme with scared is D word. It end with Ed. So yeah, man. But shout out to him, man. I don't even know if he's still living there because you got to think this is in the late '80s, and he was already 50-something. So yeah, he probably be 100 years old. 50-something, 80. Yeah, he might be gone. So wherever he at, you know what I'm saying? Blessings to him, man. But lessons learned, man. It's just lessons learned in the penitentiary. You young, you green. You gotta learn these things, man. You can't just move how you want to move in prison because everything is gonna be analyzed, everything is gonna be judged, everything is gonna be, you know, looked at in a certain type of way, even though you trying to do your own thing. Somebody else already been doing something, they gonna feel like you in the way. So yeah, man, those crucial times right then and there. But I'm glad it ended the way it ended because I ain't want to do nothing to the old man, and I ain't want to start off on that type of foot right there. But it is what it is. Y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation. We out here, man. I'm on the move. Y'all stay tuned. Membership videos on the way as well. And more collaborations is coming, man. I'm trying to get to it. Man. I'm just getting back in the crib, but we out here. We pushing this P. Help me push this P, man. Spread the word. Let's get the meet and greet. Can't do it without you. Let's go. Pow.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.